Hello and welcome to Kino Good Vibes Only. Today we are going to New York, Tokyo, and Guam. It's going to take approximately 26 hours. But before we go crazy, let me just show you something first. This is flightaware.com and type in your flight number in the search bar and it's going to give you every single information that you need, past and present, about a single flight. You can also search other things, like here you can click on amenities and it's going to show you the seats, the flight configuration, what kind of food do they serve, and here it's going to give you departure time, a lot of aircraft details if you're planning to fly standby, or if you want upgrades. It's going to show you a list of people. It's going to show you a list of names. It's going to show you if the flight is full, the grayed out seats are occupied or it's already paid for. It's going to show you the seats that are open. I also check if this particular flight is usually late or usually on time. I look at the past flights and then I'm going to look at the upcoming flights. I'm going to look which gates do they park and which gates do they leave and stuff like that. And I do that especially if I have a quick turnaround time, if I only have like an hour layover somewhere, or even if I have a long time. I kind of plan everything that I want to do in the airport because you don't really want to miss your next flight. This is the website that I normally use every time I go anywhere. I never really plan anything, but I have to be smart and plan every single flight, and this is the website that is very helpful for me. You can also search not just the flights, but you can also search routes. You can type in your origin and destination, and then it's going to give you a bunch of airlines and what kind of aircrafts do they have. Or if you have a favorite flight that you are curious about, you can always look it up. You can either type in the origin and the destination of the flight that you took, but for me it was from Incheon to Chicago, but they stopped flying to Chicago, so I'm gonna give you one of them here. It's the same aircraft and it's basically this one. And you can click on amenities, or if you don't have amenities, you can click on the link right here and it's going to give you the website of the airline that you like, and you can click on the airplane and you can look at what they serve, what kind of food do they serve. If they still have the same seat configuration, you can definitely see it from here, like this one. It's the same airline, and this is the business seat that I like. Later we're also gonna take business flights from Guam all the way to Chicago, but on our way to Guam, on our way to Tokyo, we're gonna take the economy. I already checked the flights and they're not gonna be full, so we're all gonna have rows to ourselves. This is going to be a quick flight from Chicago to New York. It's going to be around 2 hours. Before that, I'm going to take you to the United Club Lounge.
The moving walkway is now in.
It's early in the morning, so I'm gonna take away a cup of espresso. And just like that, we're in New York. So from here, we have a couple of hours of layover, and I'm gonna take you in the United Club Lounge again. I usually keep the extra wipes in my bag, and this one's from Lufthansa when I flew to Germany a couple of months ago. I'm still working on the rest of my vlogs from Germany, but I have some vlogs out right now. Please feel free to check it.
Thank you for your help in stopping the transmission of COVID-19.
Sometimes the gate changes even while your plane is already taxiing to the gate, and stuff happens. So on my way to my gate, I usually check if the gates were changed from the airlines app, from the United app, or from the FlightAware. And if I ever pass by a board, a monitor where you have all the information, I would look at that too, because that's the most updated. So I'm going to have a whole row of seats, and these are not your regular economy seats. These are the ones with a lot more legroom. So it's like winning the lottery. And because we're still in the pandemic, all my air vents are wide open. I want all that HEPA filtered air straight to my face. I want all that positive pressure, and you want that too. You have no idea how excited I am for this flight, because even right now, Japan and South Korea, the two of my favorite travel destinations, are still closed. You have to quarantine 2 weeks for you to explore the countries. This is going to be a nice takeoff because you can see the New York City skyline. Enjoy! I ordered a Stella, fried noodles with a side of barley salad, and it was really good. The barley's nice and acidic, and the noodles are slightly sweet and salty, but the winner is probably the salted butter, because I'm all about salted butter. I love salted butter with everything. It's so good. And this is my setup. So spacious. It's like my own cubicle. I have been flying almost every few months now that the in-flight entertainment is kind of old for me. I have watched all the movies and series that I like from the in-flight entertainment.
Television monitors.
This is so exciting for me. I was waiting for Mount Fuji, but maybe it's cloudy, or maybe it's too sunny, or maybe it's on the other side. But don't worry, on our way to Guam, you're gonna see Mount Fuji on a sunset. It's just beautiful.
Protocol Narita customers will be playing the aircraft left once we have received clearance from the quarantine division here at.
And before we go crazy exploring and shopping, I just want to show you this website. Because we only have 3 hours and we don't really want to waste time, it's better if you look at the map. And before I arrive, I already looked at the map. The south side, the south wing of Narita is for Star Alliance, the north wing is for Skyteam, and Terminal 2 is for Oneworld. And some of the airline lounges are closed. Some of the shops are closed, but there's a lot of shops that are open. Some restaurants are closed, some are open, but we are gonna go to the A&A Lounge later, and yeah, we're gonna go to A&A Lounge first, and then we're gonna go shopping and that's the goal. Actually, the main reason why I took this flight is so I can see Japan again, and I really want to see Japan without quarantining for 2 weeks. If there is a flight that you know of that I can go visit Korea without quarantining for 2 weeks, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you very much. And this is our target, the tax-free Akihabara. It's open until 6 in the afternoon. Some of the shops closes much earlier. And we're also going to go to Matsumoto Kiyoshi. It's an amazing drugstore where you can buy all flavors of KitKats, different kinds of beauty products, and all kinds of first aid stuff, like for back pain and stuff like that. Also in Narita Airport, you have this very nice observation deck, but it's closed right now, so maybe next time. S37 right beside Gate 31 is United Club, but it's closed, so we're gonna go to A&A Lounge anyway, so that's fine. A&A Lounge is the best. It's one of the best airline lounges I have been to.
You will hear an announcement when you are able to declaim. We thank you for choosing to fly United.
ただいまの時間は日付変わりまして、このまま現在に向けてしばらく重要活動を続けてまいります。以上のシートベルト着用の際に承知。
Some of the shops are open. Oh my god, I missed that. Japan's vending machines are really cool. They have a lot of stuff, really good stuff that you want to try, and I'm going to show you how to use it later. Pocari. This is our target, Akihabara, and they have all of my favorite snacks that we're gonna buy later. I think I'm gonna spend more than $1,000 just for the snacks and a little bit of the toys. They also have electronics, but they don't have what I want, so let's go. Shops are open. Let's go to the lounge. This is one of my favorites. This lounge is probably one of the best for me. They have shower rooms, they have good food, they have whiskey, they have Centauri whiskey, and every time I come here I always have to get an Asahi beer. For some reason Asahi beer tastes so much better in Japan. They also have a noodle bar, and in this noodle bar, I probably had the best tonkotsu ramen ever. Their tissue smells like green tea, and it smells like green tea because it's made of recycled green tea leaves. It's so nice. Let's go shopping. I don't know if I'm gonna be a good source or assistance to you, because if you ask me which one to buy, I'm gonna tell you everything because I love everything. If you are into photography or videography, it's probably a good idea to buy your gadgets here because it's tax free, and it might be a little cheaper in Japan if you buy a Sony camera. Comment down below, look at the price here, and you can compare it to your local Best Buy or gadget store, or you can do whatever you want. I was thinking of spending money I don't have and buy an A7 IV camera but they don't have it. Everything here, they are just so cute that you really want to put them all in your pocket and buy everything, but I can only bring so much bags with me in the airplane. I mean, the flights are not full, so I end up having like 3 big bags of duty-free stuff on my way to Guam, and on my way back from Guam I bought an extra luggage, and on my way from Tokyo to Chicago I end up with 3 more bags, so I'm basically like carrying 5 bags without my luggage. I checked in 3 luggage plus 5 bags that I'm carrying inside the airplane. Isn't it crazy? I really want those teapots. I want a lot of these fridge magnets are just pretty. I bought some, and then this one I don't think I can buy that because it's cream. It might expire on my way back. And all of these snacks and liquor, I want all of them, but I can only buy so much. I'm a little disappointed with the selection of KitKat and Pocky. They don't have some of the flavors that I want. This is currently one of my favorite anime ever, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, and these snacks are one of the best ever. Tokyo cheese, crackers, and the yellow one is from Hokkaido. One of the things that I love about these snacks too is they are wrapped like gifts, and I'm going to unwrap some of them later at the end of the video. If you like watching a little bit of unboxing, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of unboxing for like 2 minutes. Those are matcha crackers. If you like green tea, this one's for you. And Royce products are always a good choice, but the best ones are the ones at the bottom, and they might melt, so I'm gonna buy them later on my way back. If you like cheese and if you like crackers, they have really good cheese crackers from Tokyo Milk Cheese Factory. They have 3 flavors right now, one with chocolate and mascarpone, one with salt and camembert, and one with honey and gorgonzola. They're really good. On my way back, I stopped by Akihabara again and bought my favorite snacks. This time, a little different, but it's almost the same. I grabbed more Tokyo Milk Cheese Factory crackers and some Royce, because some Royce chocolates, they need to be chilled because they're really soft and they might melt. So you should only get Royce chocolate, the one that's in the chiller, on your way back home, because you're gonna have to refrigerate it. They used to have a lot of different flavors, but maybe because of the pandemic they couldn't make them, so we only have 3 choices, and I chose matcha. And of course, more Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba stuffed toy because they're so cute. The big lantern on top of the ceiling of Akihabara reminds me of the displays in Osaka. They're so nice and colorful. I also took one no mask. No is classical Japanese theater, and I'm going to unbox one of them at the end of the clip if you want to see which one I got. So stop by one of my favorite drugstores in Japan, Matsumoto Kiyoshi. And here I didn't really buy much. I only got a selection of KitKat because Akihabara doesn't have a lot of selection. And yeah, I think I spent around 1,500 yen in here with a few KitKats. And this is the vending machine. Sometimes the vending machines in Japan, they have soup and desserts and all kinds of crazy stuff, and I'm gonna show you how to use the one right beside the gate. So I want the Ayataka Cafe. It's like green tea, but it's a latte. And I also got a Pocari, which is like a Gatorade. So pick that icon first, then click the green button, and then make sure you stick your card really close. This is hands down one of the best sunset that I have ever seen in my life while riding in an airplane. At first I was a little disappointed at how dark it is outside, but the view's gonna change once we're up there. For reference, I think it would be nice if you know a little bit about Hokusai or Hiroshige's ukiyo-e or Prince. Look at this sunset. It looks a little bit like Hokusai's views of Mount Fuji. Or Hiroshige if you're a fan of Hiroshige. After our quick and beautiful layover in Japan, I'm also very excited to see Guam. Guam is an American territory, but it's very similar to my homeland, the Philippines. Guam is Guam has a long history with the Spaniards, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Americans, and the only difference is that the Filipinos were able to get their independence from America, and Guam is stuck with the USA. And since Guam is part of America, traveling to Guam is just like traveling to the mainland United States. The only difference is the customs, but it's almost the same. There is no Lyft or Uber in Guam. You can rent a car or you can grab a taxi. They also have trolleys and a little bit of the public transportation, but I have not tried their public transportation. They don't have trains, they only have a few buses. Follow the signs for the taxis. They're all the way at the end. That weirdo making a heart is me. I am going to give you a tour of the hotel a little bit later after this vlog. Let's do a little bit of unboxing. These are my favorite characters from Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. This guy is really funny. You have to see the anime, like really. This one's from Roy's, and if you like green tea, this one is for you. It's crunchy from the peanut, and I think it has some popped rice in there, like rice crackers, and I think it's what makes it really crunchy. This one is very similar to Tokyo Cheese Milk Factory's cheese crackers. The only difference is this is from Hokkaido, and the cracker is very much like the Philippines lengua de gato. It's crunchy, but it's very soft. I mean, scratch that, not really soft. I'm crunchy, but it melts in your mouth like typical lengua de gato cookie from the Philippines. And the filling, the cheese, is like Tokyo Milk Cheese Factory's salt and camembert. And this is my favorite, Tokyo Milk Cheese Factory, salt and camembert, honey gorgonzola, and chocolate with mascarpone. The cracker is very similar to the Hokkaido cheese cracker, but the texture is slightly crunchier. This is also one of my favorites, but it's not for everyone. This is the first time that I've seen this flavor. It's like the Koreans' makgeolli wine. It's like the Koreans' rice wine, but this is a Japanese version of their rice wine. And once you open it, you can definitely smell the wine. I also got a few of the toys from Akihabara. This is my favorite. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next vlog.